Okay, so I like this guy's work here. He's pretty good. Um, I like what he's been doing as far as the well, I don't know what is it miners, refiners, assayers, journeyman line traveling thing, because he was doing the crushing the rock for ore samples, looking for gold and golden quartz samples, and picking up on derivative rise over run numbers for what he does inside here, because I picked those up. And for me as a mathematician, I like to bring up high level sectors in an M2 that would cover that base. And so mining is one of those things for M Shaw with stonemason, but we're doing the factory version. After you drilled this out and cut off a bigger block, it would come to a guy like me, which is a radical different derivative x over derivative y. For explaining the Euler's number, when you're running that on a straight line, there'll be a loop. And so sometimes you wind up doing this whole fancy spaghetti noodle thing on the site when you're running cants, because it just cants, bang, 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 running this, and then it just kind of comes in Ben Eater bits and bytes, but it's still processed in photons this way. Here I'm paused. Between here and here in a draw, or well, there in the draw and to the here, there are
Hey guys, my name is Jason with
one
Mount
frame.
Baker Mining and Metals, and I know you guys have been
And so,
excited about seeing
in a way,
more
Super Pawn
mining
King,
and drilling
Bishop,
videos
Knight,
from
Rook
Up to Our
here.
Claim. So I've got some footage here of me
Super
drilling
Pawn.
out a face round, and then at the end of the video, I reached way back
This is
into
a
the
motor.
archives
It's an
and
axe,
grabbed some
Paul
footage
Bunyan.
of
It's
us mining about 10 years
and
ago.
in the same way, a lot
video
of times,
quality
the
isn't
same way
great,
with the
but
axe,
it
you get
really
out there and you
shows how a
Gresham's Law of the
small
Forest.
scale mining operation
You would get all the
works and
gold
operates,
little flakes
and
out
all
here,
the
and
steps from drilling and blasting, slushing and mucking. So hope you guys enjoy the video.
hope you guys enjoy the video. So you're gonna get at it, and then so this is
Now we gotta get all
snapped
this
out
air
between.
hose
All
and
right,
one
so
of
it's
those
sucky
Oilers
feet are wet. You've seen it
out
right
there
there
by our
about
face.
how sucky.
Snow patch
Calculus
there.
about how many times I actually,
And
if I
get
graphed
her hooked
it,
up to the
it is
little
that
compressor
sucky.
here.
And if you do that over
We can
case
go drilling.
studies of
Get her hooked
this,
up to the
even though
water,
it may
get some steel
changes,
out
doesn't
there.
change. Your feet are going
And,
wet for the most part, and you'll still
these jack
hit that
legs.
number because, well, it's almost like standing in site A
We'll go
for
drill
site
some
B.
holes.
On what the standard
Okay, we're all
is
set up
on
to base.
gradients and
The green is
levels
water,
and
the
Bernoulli's
yellow
of
is
field,
there.
generalized
We got my
field
machine
theory.
hooked up. Now let's get her started.
Twister theory. And you're gonna dance. Dance, monkey, dance. They hand you a shit sandwich and tell you to make a souffle. You come back with a souffle. You eat that stuff like it's salty rabbit stew.
The drill I'm using is a
Take
Gardner Denver
crete and a
FL83
naked
rock
crete
drill.
and a chicken and throw it
it's
into the
powered
Senate, and I
with
bet you
that
still
air
make
compressor we
secret
saw
ingredient
earlier.
soup,
It's a
Dragon Warrior.
85 CFM compressor.
Kind of number.
And the green
Xander,
line
get out of my sunshine.
connecting to the drill is the water line. That supplies water through the drill, and
That's a
it
good way to
gets
do it.
pushed by the
Anybody
water
put
needle
that. 'Cause I could be Alexander.
down
Somebody
through
talks some shit to me.
the drill steel,
Alexander,
which
get
is
the hell out of my
hollow,
sunshine.
into the bottom of the hole. And the water
Do you
keeps the
mind?
dust down and runs the cuttings out of the hole. The leg
So,
is
in the
pneumatically
introduction, we
powered
got
as
that
well,
board line
and I have controls
zoomed
up
in a
on the
little
drill
bit, gave
for
you a
both
basic play
the
here from,
speed
this is going to
of
be speeds
the
of
drill and
the end of the
pressure
first
on
month.
the leg.
The end of the
both of
first
which
month
can
of the
be
year
adjusted.
may not be for me, but as a quoter that's going to say, all right, so what's the problem in here?
And the machine
You get that
weighs about
monthly kick in the
120
face, and
pounds.
now I've got that done for
Most
you,
of
get
the
you to
work
do that.
is
So
done
whatever
by the
task
leg,
you're about to do,
but
there'll be little scale like that that'll
moving
turn
the
into
drill
these
around and pulling
side
it out of the
task
holes
write
can
outs
be quite
versus the
job.
landscaper's map on this form of X, Y, and Z and T
The
for
end of the
gold flake
steel
nuggets
has
on
a
that
button
topology
bit on
or
it, what we use
sandy
are button
conditions
bits,
versus rock
but it
conditions
has
for
several
this next version that I've set up, you know,
a very
how do I want to do it?
hard
I want to do banded pallets, and maybe I'll split that
material on
quadrant
the
down
end.
a little bit, but
And
the
that's
arbitrary
what does
number,
the
what I can
actual
do with it
drilling
could
of
be
the
1 to the
hole.
25th inside
And
the
the
slits there
machine
comparatively to the board count
will
matrix up
hit
top,
the steel
which
into
might
the
be
hole and
1,
turn the
2,
steel
3,
a
4,
quarter
5,
turn.
6,
And so that's how
by like
the machine
13 I
actually
think
drills
is what
the
it
holes.
is, so
I'm working right now on the
70,
burn cut, so we'll take a
it's
closer
18,
look
right?
at that
Or
here once I get that drilled out, and I'll
16,
explain
18s.
why I've
the
drilled the holes
or,
in the locations I have.
yeah, 60, 70 something, 80 or 60, 70. You know, that's 1 over 70th for what can come off across the day. And in that matrix ratio, golden ratio, AU over AX, it's just going this way. They changed the optics, told you it was a 0 in the data compression of a 4-bit. And how I would choose a 4-bit. I want that in simple 1-bit, 2-bit, 3 bits I could do this, but those would be the first Euler numbers inside of there, and this should be the result of the geodesics on those things forming optics. 2D here, which is a flat plane, that is wrong about Greenland's actual topology, right? So this Greenland topology in here is obviously not right, nor would it be right for you later on, because this would be my leisure at that shop. But these are still useful on the outside interpretation of what you're doing. They take a little bit extra, but here again I am almost 2 months ahead on this, and I got to plan out to 3 months of the first of the year when the matrix was worked out past the rough draw out versions where you're learning the master graphs inside of the system. That would be edger, CNC operator, just the bunk guy for the stone mill versus the Sawyer,
this is the way I was taught.
Thermometer.
There's a couple different ways of doing it.
So whatever models they're going to be running are now compelled. And then we could say, well, we could rebind the book. If I want to take out sections from this and repage it and put them all together and finish it out. Some of these turn into almost full partial journals plus spoken for in the math of those equations.
That'll be our zero hole. And then you load 1,
and if you didn't
2,
do that
3,
load,
4. The caps are numbered
it would be math
in
wrong.
sequence, and so you want them to go off in sequence.
It would cause bad crack.
And the whole point of this burn cut here is the zero hole.
IH.
You got to have somewhere for the first shot to blast to. So this is going to be our number 1 hole, and I drilled it pretty close to the 0 hole.
And so when you're doing this on the M-Shaw version of that, you could obviously slip in derivative because this is failure proof. This is
and then this will be number 2
rate,
probably.
IQ test
number 3
right there,
and number 4,
and so
then
at all points in time, when I'm giving you this demographic inside here to the computer chip, MOS, service, and how the wires work for hot and low, or
then I can come back and I'll probably
positive
put one
and
up
negative
here,
charge ground,
and one down over here somewhere.
A1. Those are operating pin chips to. They're not going to stay like this forever.
And
if it's
really
not cherry or hard maple or something, it might condense to just S boards.
And so I'll get those
play
done.
The palette
and the other thing
game
I'm going to
which
do
could
is
be a
it's hard
trick,
to tell on
I'm
the
just hitting
camera.
the easy marshmallows.
But where the burn cut is
wrapping
back
palette
about
because it's
2
been left
feet
on the board and
from
wasn't
this
in there.
edge.
Anybody should have got it. I could take it away from the rookie at the board stacker's
depth.
position
And out here
say
I'll
we
do
should.
6.
You gotta
so
peek
when
at
it blasts, the face will be
and even
flat
if I let
in
you
the
look
back.
at it and just recreate
Because
it,
if I do them all at 6, I'm going to have a little whoop-de-doo in the back or in the face. And
I could
don't
get
want
you
that.
on code pretty easy
when it's
it was like,
shot
make me
and done,
a
I
horseman
want a
code
nice
for
flat
letters
back,
and numbers.
a flat face.
Your arm hurts because you've been running cants at 14s, 12s, 10s. Nah, you hate doing line and
floor.
You hate it. You hate doing line.
Hopefully the cord stays on this side, and then we can kind of see what we got.
Catch you on the next one.
But anyway.